Me and Cody's out here today. It's Wednesday, and we're trying to do a little bit of scouting. Maybe we've been riding around. It's kind of hot, been raining. So we drove up here and was gonna try to scout out a couple areas. But the only thing we learned is here in this river bottom ground, you do not want to go into the woods until it cools off. I can promise you that. The mosquitoes tore us up. They carried us right out of them woods back into the truck. And as soon as we got in the truck, I had to roll the windows down because they was all over the place in here. But yeah, we had some rain come in, and tonight it's supposed to start cooling down quite a bit. We're both gonna hunt in the morning. I'm going over to Kentucky, and he's hunting here at his grandpa's field again that we've talked about. And big cold front coming in, so maybe we'll see something, maybe we won't, the way our luck's going. But anyways, it's supposed to get down to about 40, anywhere from 40 to 45. I don't know, the weather's half the time wrong. But even if it gets down to 50, it'll have them deer up and moving. We have a new moon right now, good feeding periods in the morning. They just cut the cornfield over in Kentucky that I'm hunting, so them deer ought to be up and going out there to feed in the morning. If not, maybe coming to the Salt Lick, or where I hunt's a good transition area because they bed right back behind me, and it's a good funnel spot. It's like I don't know, it's real low. They got hills on both sides of me, and it's like a pinch point. They just come through there all the time. So maybe them deer got some scrapes they're checking. I don't know, anything. I'm just hoping for anything in the morning, and I know Cody's doing the same. There's a scrape that's been made out here at his food plot. And he went there this morning right before the rain and seen a little small buck. But I know that in the morning them deer's got to get up and move. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. If not, if we delete this, that means we didn't have no luck and we got rid of it. But if you do see it, that means we're making an episode, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of it. So just stay tuned with us and hope you enjoy. Well, today is Thursday, October 11th. And like I said yesterday in our video where me and Cody were scouting, that we had a pretty big cold front come in. It went from being in about 75 to 80 yesterday to right now my thing in my truck says 52. So, and usually after daylight it drops a couple more degrees, so it may even get in the 40s today. I don't know, but I believe that the deer should be up and moving. We still have a new yeah, I guess it's a new moon, and I don't know, I just think the deer should be up. The only bad thing is this spot that I'm over here in Kentucky hunting, the wind really ain't good for it, but that's when the bucks move. So what I'm banking on is that the bucks don't come directly downwind, because they come from two different spots. They either come from in the wood side or they come from the field side. And I'm hoping that, because the wind's blowing straight out of kind of like the northwest, which goes right up into the wood side of the trail that they come out of the woods. So I'm hoping that we catch them coming back from feeding in the morning or something from the cornfield that's been cut. And that way I'll be able to have a shot before they ever even get downwind. That's what I'm hoping on anyways. And then I got my rat getter that I'm going to spray on my boots and stuff, so it should kind of cover scent me, I guess. I hope so anyway. So if one happens to come out of the woods, I'm just hoping and praying that maybe they don't smell me and maybe they don't bust and blow or whatever. So that's what I'm hoping for anyway. So it's 5:34 right now. I'm about to get my stuff loaded up and turn the truck off and head out to the stand and see if I can't get it done this morning. I got a good feeling about it. It's usually on these kind of mornings that I have luck. So I'm just praying that I get one today. Even if it's a doe, I'll shoot it. So I'll catch back up with you in the stand here in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
Well, it's a little bit after 7, and I still haven't seen anything, but it's still pretty early. It's cooled off a lot since it got daylight, so I would think the deer would be moving. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're just gonna move a little later, I don't know. But this wind is swirling real bad down here in this bottom. So I'm just gonna have to get lucky, and hopefully the deer doesn't catch a wind. So the rest of this morning out and see if we can't get it done. Stick with me. He smelled where I walked in, but I guess that rat gooder scent that I sprayed on my boots calmed him down because he just put his nose right back up and he just took off walking away. But not 10 minutes later, I looked up and from the same spot, 2 shooters come in that I have on camera, the ones I've been after. And sure enough, they walked right down in here within about 40 yards and then cut into the woods and go right around me. It's ridiculous. I'm shook up just seeing them. But hey, it still makes for a great morning and it's still early. These bugs walked right back here behind me. So I'm gonna keep sitting here for a while and hopefully they come back through to go back to bed or something. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping though. Stick with me. Well, I guess that's gonna conclude today's hunt, probably. Them 2 bucks moved on back here to that other field. And I guess they ain't gonna come back through today, maybe this afternoon, but I'm probably not gonna be able to be here this afternoon. I gotta go work on the house, but what I thought, everything I thought was right today. Every deer that I seen come straight from that field, just like I was hoping. But them bucks just, man, I gotta trim a few limbs. They were just right there for me to shoot. They was within 45 yards 2 different times. One right out here in the field, but all these limbs are in the way and I can't shoot that far out. And then they walked in the woods and skirted out around me. And they got within 45 yards right in the opening and he stopped and everything. But one small opening and I'm self-filming and I don't know how comfortable I am at 45 yards and I'd hate to mess up my whole deer season over shooting at a buck at 45 yards. So I knew that if I just wait, they'll either come back or they'll come back another day and I'll get to hunt them. So I'm gonna trim a few of these limbs before I head out, and I'm gonna head over there and check my other camera. And at the 16 acres, there's a 16-acre wood patch, kind of where these deer come from, and I think they bed up over there. And I got a camera set up, and I haven't checked it since deer season came in. So I'm gonna go check it and maybe put a stand up. But yeah, today was still successful in my mind. I'm glad we've seen some deer, seen one good buck, and it seems like every deer I see gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I've been seeing a little bitty 3-point several times. And then this morning early there was a little 4-point come through here. And then the next buck, I'm really not sure. I think he's a 5 or 6 point that runs with that 8-point. And then the 8-point was behind him. But man, coming across that cornfield right over that big hill, he looked good. I know he's probably only about 3.5 years old, but he's a nice deer. And he's one of the only bucks that's been pretty patternable here. He shows up pretty often. But that's my first encounter with him, and that's my first encounter with a shooter this whole deer season. So I hope that's a sign of things to come. And I hope that the rest of this deer season just steady gets better. Maybe every deer I see will continue to get bigger. But I guess I'm gonna pack everything up and get after it and head out of here. So I'll catch back up with y'all on the next hunt. So y'all stay tuned with Riverbend Bow Hunter for all the great action.